Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And off we go from Soldier Field. This field in at about the 9. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run with the rookie out of Florida. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To the left side, he's got Clement. And he is out of bounds down at the 21.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Here's... Oh, they caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Lions have come up with the football. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came. To bite him right here.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That one good for 29. They'll come up here, first and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Start on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he overshoots him. Could have been a touchdown. Instead, just goes down as an incompletion. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here to talk things over before third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. On first down, it's Goff. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. And a mark him down up beyond the 30. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up second down.
180!
From the gun, it's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in. So, on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8 at his pass, the 40-yard line. Second and a yard. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They'll go play action here with Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing again, Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Here's third down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And for the moment, that's a first down, but we do have a marker down. Let's see if this one will hold up. So instead of third and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Now Williams. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That's caught left side by Odunze. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Here's Williams now to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
What is going on?
They're going for it. Here's Williams. To the goal line and in. Poston Loveland. Touchdown Bears. That is first touchdown of the new year.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Lions ball to begin this second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
We go tonight. 180. Hey, lift.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll air it out down the middle. And they're going to move this ball 29 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Goff to throw on first down. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Hot. 17. 17. 17.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10, up at the 40.
Ready, sir.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground,
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
and now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
They gave him the impossible task of being so far behind the sticks and saying, hey, go salvage this series. And he almost pulled it off. What a great run. And in most instances, it would be rewarded with the first down.
Throwing is Williams. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. From the 41, here's 2nd and 8. Goff to throw. That's into the hands of Ronnie Bell. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Goff. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down. From the gun, here's Gibbs. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
He finds Bell. That's caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
And he's in! David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Middle they go. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. Now inside the 25. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 25, here's second and 8.
Black 20.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Ruben Hippolyte there for the tackle.
Brings up second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Second down, they need 7.
Here we go. By 20. 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Split.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Split. By 20. Go, 12. Let's go. Orange. Maverick. Attack.
Here's Goff. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
Go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Lions first down.
A run here with Gibbs. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's on the outstanding tackle, Penei Sewell.
Obama.
Throwing, Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here. This one could be sniffed out and blown up in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
14. 180.
From the gun, it's Goff. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and long.
Go. 180.
Here's Goff. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Throwing on second down. Williams. And that is incomplete. One final chance. Does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Santos,
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. The return starts from the 5. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
He'll go play action with Goff. On the run to the right. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A second down throw for Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
On first down, it's Goff. To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
180. Now you want 2-2.
And throwing on second down. Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he will get into the end zone. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
No give on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
We'll get this to about midfield. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
4 yards on the pick.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
What is it on? Here you go.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down.
What is it?
Williams to the air once more. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pass play good for 22. First down, Chicago.
10 at the 17-yard line.
What is it on?
Now a give up the middle. The Bears are going to have a first and goal inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They'll go play action here with Williams. Eden Hutchinson. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here.
At the Lions' 15-yard line.
First down was not very good. Here's second and goal. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive throws. Their ability here to take this from second and long to third and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on third, don't be surprised if they go forward on fourth.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On play action, Goff. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On second down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
From the gun, on third down, it's gone. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On 2nd down, it's Williams. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. The Bears send out their punt team. He'll punt for the 2nd time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. That's taken at about the 14. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Pass over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
Hey, 20! Hey, lift! Lift! Maverick! What's up?
Goff. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Down for 37. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A play fake. They'll throw. Aleem McNeil in there for the sack. Forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Connection made. It's Burden. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Williams. That one on target, some more. He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up 1st down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This is caught 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Throwing is Williams. It is brought in the end zone. Roll with Tunze. Touchdown Bears. That is second TD catch of the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Hey, 76! 76! No.
On first and 10, here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
76! 76! 76!
A second down throw for Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Big play coming up. This is third down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. We'll talk things over before third down. From the gun, it's Goff. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
14! 14!
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's a turnover on downs.
What's up?
Off play action. Here's Williams. That's a short throw caught by Komet. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
A short game, down to the 7. Here now, second down and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything, there is a marker down. These points may come off the board. Third and goal.
Heads up.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Go, cut! Black 20! We're good, we're good!
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He finds Bell. That's caught. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They managed to convert. Now keep the drive alive.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down. And that's exactly what they did.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Ric Flair!
Here's Goff. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 18.
Goff hooking up with his tight end, Laporta. They give the Lions the 1st down.
A gain of 18. 1st down, Detroit.
Value 3!
He'll look to throw. by Gibbs.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Now, 2nd and 4. Throwing here is Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
180.
Out of the shotgun, it's gone. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short. Now a stoppage, we have an injured Lion. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. The shotgun, it's Zappi. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. With Gibbs. He's to the 10. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1. And a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Now, Goff. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the young team. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. And he'll take it back for the touchdown. What a tremendous mistake there. You want to secure the ball and give it to your offense, not give it up to the other team for a touchdown.
Dan, I think this is the fine line that all kick returners face, Mike. I think they all want to be impact players. When they get the ball in their hands, they think every play can be 6. But sometimes you got to know when it's over. You got to make sure at the end of this play, my offense is able to take the field and maintain possession. In this case, not only do you turn it over, you give them a quick touchdown on the other side.
Here is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock. and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 50-yard line.
This offense still has the one timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? He
can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Oh, costly sack. Can't have that here. We'll have to use a timeout, and barring a defensive penalty, we're down to 1 play in this one. Here we go. 1 final play. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.